This is not an easy pot by any means. It's just off straight, and only slightly off straight. If he runs this through, you got to be accurate. If you hit it a little bit full, every chance the white could go in instead of the red. That's why he's playing it with a touch of screw or stun here. White bouncing along, and then the red bouncing when it hit the jaws of the pocket. Never realized all those years ago, when you play a shot like that, how many times the white leaves the bed of the table before it gets to the object ball, Stephen.
I think what Judd's got to concentrate on in these safety battles is just get it safe. I think if he tries to be too clever, you know, he might come unstuck. That's fine. That's safe. As long as he keeps getting it safe, it's going to put more pressure on John's safety play. Because John knows that Judd's going to go for any pot that he sees. So his safety is going to have to be as good as he can play it as well.
Got to be a wee bit careful if he's sending the red around the angles. It looks as if he's doing that. Beautifully played. That is one of the finest shots you wish to see. Judged to perfection, that one. And Judd Trump came to the table and tapped it with his cue. You won't see a better safety than that. I'll just show you that one more time. He had to avoid the black, he had to avoid the pink. Beautiful shot. Judd doesn't really want to remove the red that's near the cushion, but may try to go twice across and land on it. That's nearer to the yellow than the red.
Foul. And a miss.
But maybe worth having a couple of goes at this, because he doesn't want to be playing the one next to the blue. He'd stick that on.
Look at that, Judd.
That's the shot he was playing, and he's got to get so much side on the first part of it, and you'd have to go. You just see where he's striking down on it to try and make the angle. Is it hard enough?
Foul.
It's certainly closer.
John Higgins, 4.
He's a bit lucky he's finishing short, Dennis. If he hits it a bit harder on that line, he's going to leave the red. So he either has to aim slightly further up the cushion or put a little bit more side on to make the angle to hit the red.
Sorry. Okay. John?
I've just readjusted the line. Let's see if it's a bit better this time. And maybe he's left it this time.
And a miss.
But John
Higgins,
he's
4.
quite happy to sit there and get these penalty points.
I know John's got Judd snookered here, but he had a chance to snooker him again there and instead leave the red in the middle of the table if he'd played that red full ball.
Okay, John.
This way, as long as Judd keeps missing it, he's not going to leave the red.
Foul. And a miss. John Higgins, 4.
That's another 4 points. Now, he was almost there with the previous attempt. I'll just stick the line in one more time because I'm nearly certain if he can get it on that line, he definitely will hit it. But that was always going to be the problem. And if John can't get on a colour, he can pot the red and roll tight up behind the yellow.
One.
Well, up behind the green will do, or he could play the green and in behind the brown.
Bramble.
He's playing the brown.
John Higgins, 1.
Just putting the brown out of commission has a little bit of insurance. He's got a 20-point advantage, but I know he's got the brown safe, but tight in behind one of the colours there, he could have got a few more penalty points, and Judd would have needed snookers.
Absolutely, Dennis. It wouldn't. The red was far from easy to hit, being so close to the blue. It shows you John's under pressure. He's trying to put colour safe already, and he's only 20 points in front. So perhaps he's not even playing his natural game at the minute.
Well, he may attempt a double here. If he could double this, get on the black, Judd would need a snooker. Good chance this.
One.
I think he concentrated so much on the double, just forgot about the cue ball. Good double though.
John Higgins, 1. Thanks, Judd.
Well, this is a tough pot. It's not an easy safety, so he probably will take the pot on. But this is far from easy. Needs a good cueing for this one. And that's good cueing.
2.
Very accurate cueing there. Still needs the green. Missed it.
John Higgins, 2.
There was no pressure in that one really, because the brown was safe. He only needed the green. That was a surprising miss.
Yeah, and again, he played it with a little bit negativity, but he tried to put the pink safe at the same time as potting the green. Why not just pot the green? Judge thinking of a way he can pot this green and get in the brown.
well ahead in the long pot success department. This is a good shot. If it flicks the pink, it's even better. Oh, what's dropped on the table? Got something on the left side of the table? Well, Jan Verhaas quickly got rid of it. It came from the heavens of the crucible. Ah, where's that come from?
Again, there's not much value in taking the pot on. He's not going to get close to the brown. So, we're playing a safety shot here, I think.
He's got to be careful. If he's trying to get in behind the pink, he's got to make sure he keeps the green safe. And I think that's much better than trying to get a snooker.
Yeah, that was a case of just concentrating on getting it safe, Dennis, wasn't it? I'm not trying to be too clever. John only needs the green.
Once again, if he takes the chance to try and get the snooker, he's got to be careful he doesn't push the green on. He may have left John path through to pot the green. It's so important to keep the object ball safe.
Yeah, just needed a dab of right hand side there, didn't they? So when the white hit the cushion, it would just move to the left and behind the black. John will definitely go for this because the brown's safe.
Yeah, that's a great shot from John Higgins. That'll make him feel much more comfortable out there. Once again, very good cueing. So, John Higgins does get his first frame on the scoreboard, and now he can relax a little bit. He looked a little edgy, and Judd Trump had his chance to maybe go 3-0 in front, but now you see John Higgins starting to settle down now. No big breaks.
12 in the frame. John Higgins.
37 by Judd Trump. But it was John Higgins in the end who took the frame, and he will have settled down now, but it's still 2-1 to Judd.
Well, it's his 5th World Championship final, gentlemen, but I suppose that you never really feel absolutely assured about how things are going to go until you get the first frame. Just describe the kind of relief that he'll be feeling about that, Steve.
Well, he's been here before. He knows the significance of, of making sure that he's off the mark. It's unlikely, I think, that John Higgins gets taken apart by any player completely, but even so, walking out just to sort of compose himself. It wasn't a clean-cut frame, but he'll still be pleased.
There was a little instance there with Judd Trump snookered 6 attempts to actually hit it. Maybe a little example of what we were talking about potentially a tactical battle between them.
Yeah, the situation he was in, he's playing the right shot. It's just there's no way in the world he's going to play the red that's next to the blue, so he's got to play the right one. It's just a matter of judging it. It can get a little embarrassing if you keep doing it all the time. I think I commentated on one where there was 48 points given Mark King against Stephen Lee. It just kept playing the same shot, but nice to get it over with when he finally hit it.
Yeah, I'm sure, because I'm sure that the sweat starts to build up. You start to get a bit hot under the collar when you just can't hit it, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it was the right shot, you know, so that's the one he had to play.
Okay. In general, what do you make of the start and the quality of what we've seen so far, Steve?
Well,